What's up, AfterBuzzers? It's your favorite time of week again. It's the Quantico panel. We're talking all about episode 8. And does Alex keep the baby? We went deep, deep, deep undercover in multiple ways, so you won't want to miss a beat. Stay tuned.
You're tuning into the destination for TV superfan discussion, AfterBuzz TV. And now, let the buzz begin.
So much irony in my little tease, I didn't even realize it right now. Deep, deep, deep undercover, and deep is no more.
Right?
It's so sad. Guys, this was a multifold of an episode.
It was a good episode.
It was a really good episode. It was called Deep Cover, episode 8. We had a lot of twists and turns.
Yeah.
And a couple of little, like, unbelievable scenarios on my end.
Yeah.
But it was a jock-full episode. So thanks so much for joining us. Again, my name is Candice Cruz. We got the lips in leather.
Hi, ladies and gentlemen. Ashley Allen here.
And it's your girl Christine here.
We're missing Elena, but she'll be back next week.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hopefully.
And it's almost 4th of July.
Yeah.
Happy 4th of July, everyone.
Turn up.
Ish. It's
This
July 1st.
year has gone by
How
so
is it
fast.
July?
It's insane.
This is the dead middle, no? Right?
Yeah.
No, the 6th.
The 6th.
June was dead middle. We're on the second half
Oh
now.
my gosh.
Oh, that hurt me. Oh, that hurt me.
Time is
This just like
flying.
this episode hurt me.
Yeah.
It was a lot. It was heavy, guys.
Can I just say, I'm sorry, I didn't agree with you both. I actually hated this episode so much.
What? Hate is such a strong
It
word.
is. That's a strong
We
word.
were on a winning streak.
Yeah.
I don't know. It was too unbelievable in certain scenarios for me.
I agree with
turned
that.
It off.
Yes.
I actually watched it on Saturday, turned it off halfway because I was like, no, you're insulting me now. And then watched it again today to finish it. And I was like, okay, fine.
She just said she was insulted.
I was a little.
That was a whole nother level.
Yeah.
Whole nother
I gotta
level.
bring the hot takes this week, guys.
I'll take
Okay.
it.
Fuego.
Okay, so here's the main thing. What was the point of this whole scenario? The last two
Right.
were amazing.
Yeah.
We've got the speeding bullet train, and it made sense because it is something that, again, we're tapping into, like, topics that are affecting us, like the phone issue with the gun, all of that. Like, it was just a heavy episode. They had amazing, deep characters. And then we find out the big bomb about Alex being pregnant. And then the previous episode, like, where we lose one of our members, like, there was so much to be had in these last 2 episodes. I thought they did an okay job,
Me too.
but it didn't make sense. Like, the other 2 had points. This
Yeah.
one did
Yeah.
not have a point.
I think I said this was a good episode because at least I was entertained.
Yes.
But I mean,
get
as
that.
we break this down, it definitely didn't make any sense.
So do you guys want to attack Mike, McQuigg, or we want to talk Alex first? Because they both went deep undercover.
the
McQuigg?
deepest. Yeah, we
deepest.
can start with McQuigg.
McQuigg, yeah. We never start with McQuigg. We're going to
Yeah.
switch it up on you guys. Instead of talking about Alex first, we'll talk
Yeah.
about McQuigg. I liked seeing him in this episode and actually going undercover again. He is a master of, like, covers.
Yeah, I think he did a good job of emoting the situation properly. I mean, he was an inmate. It was cool that Ryan was on the inside with him. So
Thank
he wasn't,
God.
Thank
Yeah.
God. Because they messed up his pretty little face. I was like, McQuigg.
Okay, now hold up. If we're
He can
talking not
handle it.
believable, though, if we're on McQuigg,
yeah.
that whole beat up scene was just, I literally said out loud, are you kidding me?
Yeah. The setup was awful. Like, it's just moments
was
like
pitiful.
that where it's like a little extra effort could have sold it to the audience a little bit better. And that's why I said I
Agreed.
felt a little insulted in certain situations. Like, even the other scene where Alex's head was underwater, if you look really closely, she's shaking her head. Like, he
Yeah.
wasn't even moving her.
Yeah.
And you only see that when they pan to the shot upside and he's just holding her. Like, little things for me, I was just like, I need those details because the plot itself didn't make sense. So at least do your best with that. It was just a little frustrating because I also felt too with this episode, it seemed like there's a little bit of a time jump, no? Or like it just didn't seem like this happened right after.
These
Like, how are they
people
that
cannot be
deep
getting that
undercover?
many cases back to
True.
back to back.
That's
true.
what threw me
That's
off
true.
because it seemed like they were working this case for a long time,
Yeah.
and she just found out she was pregnant and was 16 weeks or however long. Like the
She's 10 weeks at
timeline-
this point.
Yeah, 10
Oh
weeks.
my God, I didn't
The
even think
timeline
about
didn't make
that.
sense.
But also the timeline of this whole season, if you really play it out, doesn't make sense. Has
Yeah.
she only been gone from Italy 10 weeks? In
Yeah,
in
well-
in theory, that means that she, the last time that they were together, got pregnant the last time that they got together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In
She had
theory.
to.
And so that means that the full longevity of 10 weeks, like, it feels like it's been longer.
I just feel if they were gonna go with this whole pregnancy storyline, I just wish we would have seen something leading up to it besides just finding a random pregnancy test.
Right. But let's get back to McQuigg, though, before we hop into the pregnancy, because that's a
Okay.
full-on topic.
Sorry.
But the thing that insulted me about the fight, number one, was that I could convincingly, you and I could have a fight right now and it'd look better than what they did.
Yeah.
Like, number one, Ryan didn't let it go long enough to make it believable. Personally.
True.
Neither did the guys. They did not beat him up enough to be like, oh, we beat him to a pulp, let's take a picture. Like, the guy a tooth should have been gone, like more beat up. Like, he got one cut and a busted lip.
Yeah.
And the guys are like, let's send him a picture because he looks like he's like,
Yeah, even the way that they got caught with the phone, like a corrections officer catches you with the phone after you just beat up an inmate, he wouldn't just let them
gone.
go.
exactly.
Like, even if you were gonna keep undercover, there was a different way to go about
And
that.
McQuigg clearly knew it was coming because he wore his boxers in the shower.
Right.
He turned on the shower, put his hand into the shower, was waiting for it so that when they took the picture, he wouldn't be naked.
Yeah, I think McQuigg could have done a better job after the fight was over. He just laid there. Like I would have liked to see him pumped up, like sell it more on his end as well.
Yeah, most guys, even if they were undercover, would have just been like, you still got to go for it
Yeah.
because then it doesn't make it believable. And luckily, it was two dimwits that didn't get it because
Right.
if I was the person that was beating him up, I'd be like, why aren't you fighting back?
Yeah.
There's a
Yes.
reason
Yes.
why you're not fighting back.
This is
Yeah.
prison. No, like, come on.
Yeah.
It's a dog-eat-dog world out there.
Yeah.
That was frustrating.
But the whole storyline between McQuigg and Alex, I feel like they're starting to push it a little bit hot and heavy now.
Yeah, you mean like the looks that they were given when she came to visit him?
I mean, I know
Yeah.
we're playing undercover, but like,
She's
you
good.
you could still just kiss and just be like, okay, I'll see you. Like, stay safe,
Yeah.
move on. But she was just like,
She's enjoying
Held
this.
the gaze.
and for all of you guys listening on iTunes right now, I'm giving them the look,
bedroom eyes.
The sultry
the
look.
sultry look. I don't know how good it is, but I'm trying. You should go over to YouTube and watch and see if I actually did a good job. But I just don't understand why they did that storyline either. I feel like they're pushing it so hard that they're like, this will be the little.
Again, I think it's just a way to keep that line of Alex having a love interest.
But yeah, but even still in this episode, like they took the picture of McQuigg getting beat up and used it as leverage in that situation where Alex was talking to the guy and he showed her the picture and it riled her up. But like they knew that he was undercover. So was that all just an act? Like I didn't understand why that part of the storyline was there to begin with.
Who knew that they were undercover? He was undercover.
Alex. Like, so why was she like fake mad when she saw that
Yeah, she
photo
was
later?
fake
Well, she knew that.
Because
Okay,
they did that because they needed something to have leverage over her to make her do what they wanted
Got
to
you.
do.
So it was just like a super deep planning.
Yeah.
with all of
And
that.
how long
Okay.
was he in jail? Like, that's my
know.
thing. The
5
infiltration,
minutes.
this deep cover, like, how deep is deep? Is it 3 days? Is it 5 weeks? Like, it can't be
then-
5 weeks because she's pregnancy
maybe they-
timeline.
It's just all of it just doesn't make sense. Like the other side, I feel like the people that they have in the jail were dumb because you have
Oh,
you
lipstick
have
down.
the correctional officer, who's supposed to be working with them. It's like, okay, if they weren't in there for 5 weeks, why all of a sudden like are you trust? I would have my eye on Ryan as a new correctional officer. All of a sudden you have this new inmate. You know what I mean? Like I just
At
don't
the same time-
understand how he doesn't have how he wouldn't be watching them.
And they're hanging out all the time,
Yeah.
giving each other looks. I'm sorry. They focused on a look enough. It wasn't just like a look. It was like a,
Right.
and then shake of the head and let's move on with our business. I'm like, any person that's been in jail is smart.
Yeah.
To an extent, they have done something enough that like was a mastermind crime of some sort. They're not going to let a look like that slide.
Yeah.
And a correction officer shouldn't either.
It's just interesting how the stakes were so high for Alex in her situation and not as high for them, and they were deep undercover in a prison where other people could be watching and catching on to what they were doing.
Well, even with Ryan leaving to be brought onto the op, like McQuigg
Yeah.
should have been a little bit more scared. I'm sorry, I'd stay in my cell because
Yeah.
if I'm an FBI agent being left alone, and these two guys just beat me up, which they didn't beat me up that bad, but they beat me up. Like, obviously us as an audience knows that he may be in big danger where he
Yeah.
could be killed,
Yeah.
but I would be a little bit more scared, wouldn't you?
I would.
Absolutely.
Viewers, iTunes listeners, YouTube viewers, let us know in the comments. Are we bugging? Like, are we stressing on this too much, or was it believable to you? Let us know what you guys think.
I think that was the only part that wasn't believable for me, other than jumping on over to the topic of Alex and her undercover, is when Shelby and Alex were in the park
Okay.
and they're talking. Alex had just talked to David, literally. And if she knows that she's being watched, which we all know that they've been watched, because he's got it down to an art form of saying you've got 45 minutes in your spin class till you have to be out. Like,
Right.
they're tailing the tail.
Yeah.
So if he is a spy, he is not doing a good job because he should leave.
Yeah.
He should be still watching around to notice that Alex is still in the vicinity.
They were so close, honestly. It was maybe 5 feet from one side of the playground to the other where they were
see,
watching.
you see them.
He was
Yeah.
in their line of sight. Like, how is this not a red flag? It seems
And
like
a
they
woman taking
always get away with
photos
that.
of a playground.
True.
I'm sorry, that's another red flag.
creepy.
Shelby, she's not, if she had a child in there, it'd be one thing, but she
Yeah.
doesn't have a child in there. She's literally just snapping pictures of these kids. Like, I'm sorry, what?
Yeah. Also, her as like a truck driver was
Oh
not
my God.
believable
That
either.
accent.
I can do a better Jersey
Come
accent, though. Like, come
on.
on.
It was supposed to be a New York accent.
Oh, that was not
and
a New
it was
York.
so bad.
That was
No.
like a bad Boston
Yeah.
accent.
Very Boston-esque.
I don't even know the difference. I can do some type of accent. I don't know whether it's Jersey, New York,
They're
whatever.
different.
I don't
They're
know what
different,
accent
yeah.
I'm doing, but I'm doing something. Not right now, but
I was
I
gonna say, I'm
can.
like, you're gonna either let it out or what?
Yeah, that was definitely Boston.
It just wasn't. There were elements that weren't believable. I get it. But staying on the topic of Alex undercover, I did like seeing her actually go on her own and kind of delve into like navigating this whole scenario and
She's
like
great
playing
at
it.
it.
She's really good at it.
She's the most believable character to
Yeah,
me. Like,
yeah.
Well, David
even
wasn't even believable.
the way she was challenging everything that he said, like just the conversation, the banter. Sometimes I feel like it's so obvious where they're like, where are you going with those codes? Or like, you know, they're
Yeah.
just so,
Right.
but she's like just asking questions, like, what is in this for me? Like, I felt like it was very believable the way she was selling that.
Well,
Yes.
I think it's believable for her because she's one of the agents who is like really willing to push the envelope. You know what I mean? So just like when the pool scene and she was asking him all these questions and she was really pushing that, you know, strong woman button, they were like, well, what is she doing? Where is she going with this? The rest of them are so by the book.
Right.
You know what I mean? They would have never even gotten as far as she did because she's not scared to take it to another level. Now, it did lead her to getting drowned, but she gets the job done.
Yes, she does. I don't know. The more I talk about it, the more I'm like, I loved the episode for entertainment purposes, but when you
Yes.
break down the elements of like the
Technicality,
believability and the
yeah.
technical aspect, sorry guys, I know that the first few episodes we were harping really hard on them, and then we had 2 shining moments where we were like, yes,
Yeah.
this is a Quantico we know.
I
And
hate to be the
now-
Debbie Downer. I feel like I brought that up, but I was just.
But it's the truth. Like I said, like I was like, this was a good episode, and then now that we're bringing it down, I'm like, dang, you're right.
it just
Yeah.
it felt very soap opera-y at one point to
It's
me.
dramatic.
I was
Yeah.
like, yeah, like super dramatic. You're right.
Well, speaking of dramatic and drama, we are on the Drama Channel, just in case you didn't know where you were right now. But here at the network, we produce after shows for nearly all, and I mean almost all of your favorite TV shows, from dramas, reality TV, sci-fi, and more. There's no network that works harder to serve television fans. Television. Let me rephrase it. That's the actual word I was trying to get out of there. But now we need your help. We're asking that you please subscribe to one or more, please more, of our YouTube channels. Besides helping us a ton, here's what's in it for you. It caters specific content that you already like directly to you. It brings you to your favorite after shows, so you don't have to seek them out, which is always prime when you're on YouTube. And it suggests content from other channels or podcasts that may interest you. Subscribing to our YouTube channel will also help you discover new shows that we're sure you'll love. Since you're already tuned into the Drama Channel, you might be interested in The Bold Type, The Affair, Love Is, Queen of the South, which I'm on Thursdays, just saying. and you're going to be on Thursday.
I'll be there soon, I promise.
She's coming. She's coming.
Coming.
Queen of the South, Claws, 13 Reasons Why. I love that show, love that panel, Queen Sugar, and plenty more. So remember, we have channels for all other genres too. Please don't be shy about subscribing to them as well. And if you're worried about pesky notifications, don't be. They are optional, which is amazing. It's easy. Hit that subscribe button now for an even easier AfterBuzz experience. And if you let us know that you did in the comments, we'll shout you out on air like we did last week.
Yes.
Thanks for being the best fans, honestly. You've been through the thick of it with us, and we promise to continue to do the best to serve you.
Yes, those are some good
Yes.
shows on the drama channel.
Right?
And then make sure you guys check out everything else. I mean, we host more after shows than this, so
Yes, I'm on the reality channel, host The Bachelorette.
I was on the I am on the comedy channel for Glow, and I was also on for Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt. I haven't done reality yet, guys.
I'm doing a competition show, The 4 on Fox. Every Thursday.
Nice.
It's awesome.
So if you guys are interested, I know that you love this panel so much because you keep coming back every week.
Yes.
Just kidding. We hope that you are coming back. That we also do have other amazing shows here on AfterBuzz.
We do.
Yes. But guys, this getting back into the actual drama of the show. How do you feel about the Shelby Alex relationship coming back into it? Because we're starting to see a little bit more of their
Yeah.
the old Alex and Shelby.
It's making me feel like maybe I'm petty in real life because when I see
Are you?
them
Talk
and,
about it.
her rubbing her back on the couch, I'm just like, get off me. No, I don't believe this. We still need a little bit more time to be able to get to that level. I don't know. I'm just like,
for the level
So
of
if you
shade.
were upset in the situation that Alex just had, you almost just died.
Yeah.
And spoiler alert right now, if you didn't watch the show, go watch it before you listen to the rest of this. But you lost your baby. I'd let someone rub my back too.
I think,
Just
realistically,
saying.
Alex doesn't have any other friends right now.
Did she ever though?
no.
I don't think so. And the only other person who could understand and be affected by the situation would be Andrea, and he's not there to console her. So Shelby, it is.
Well, rub my back.
He doesn't even know.
Exactly. He doesn't even know.
He didn't even know that she has a baby. His baby.
This episode, though, the flashbacks were so
Yes,
real.
yeah.
Oh my gosh, I will say that was very entertaining because
The
they gave
clouded
us slightly
element,
more,
so you know that it's in her brain.
Yeah. They gave us a little bit more to their relationship, but I don't know if it's the casting or what. I still don't see how she's in love with this dude,
Who?
Andrea.
With Andrea?
He's not that cute.
I mean, he's Italiano.
attractive.
Hello.
Maybe that's my
Okay.
opinion. Yeah,
Romantic.
romantic for sure.
And
But
child.
compared to a Ryan or a McQuigg, I don't know.
I mean, McQuigg, I think
Come on.
trumps Ryan too. Just saying.
Yeah.
On my personal perspective,
gives
my
me,
personal preferences.
Almost Edward Cullen vibes because he's so pale and has that
Who?
McQuigg?
yeah.
He's not. Is he really Twilight that pale?
No.
He just has a broodingness about him. that I
Yes, he
think
does. And the
is what
sharp
I-
jawline and the tattoos, though.
Yeah, so the tattoos is where it's different because Edward Cullen didn't.
Did
have
you
any of
just see that wink that she just did, guys?
That was I already peeped wink.
Okay,
Yes, we all did.
So, quick question.
Yes.
So, if you had to pick out of the three,
Oh.
Andrea, Ryan, or McQuigg, who was your number one?
Are we
For
talking
you
about
personally?
as
for you.
of personally,
Yeah.
looks wise, personality wise? What are we going for? Because that's a big
Looks.
deal.
Looks.
Looks. McQuigg.
Ooh.
McQuigg.
I'm gonna go with McQuigg.
3 for 3.
Yes.
Guys,
For
if
Alex,
we
yeah.
would have gone back, I would have said Ryan all the way.
Okay.
What do you mean? Gone
Because
back to what?
I'm such a driven person. By looks are a huge thing, but personality is included
More
in the
important.
looks.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because it's not even just that. If you took a person blank, flat face, no personality given at all, attractiveness, cool. But if you're adding in personality, I feel like that warms up your face and your energy and your
Absolutely.
glow and your looks. So to me, if we were talking about that, I would have said Ryan before all of this.
For sure.
Yeah.
100%. I think he's more attractive. He's more sexy. The way that he treated her,
Yeah.
the relationship that they had,
Yeah.
even from the get go, even in season 1, circa episode 1, it was just
Their
that
chemistry
that
back
chemistry
then?
was.
It's on.
Oh my god.
But the chemistry is still palpable now. Even
Yeah.
though they're trying to push this Ryan and Shelby situation the whole time, I still feel the palpable tension. And
Yes.
like sexual tension between Alex and Ryan.
Absolutely. And I mean, we saw that tonight when he opened the door to deliver the food. And he gave that look. Like, I felt so bad for him.
I felt bad for Shelby.
Of course, because I think they all realize in that moment, again, how much he cares about her. And I
Yeah.
think Ryan is at his weakest when he sees Alex hurt in any way. That's when you know that connection is still there. Like, he seems so, like, distraught and, like,
Yeah.
knowing that he can't even do anything to really help her or console her because, hey, you're crossing a line here.
Yeah.
But, like, you saw
And
all
then
over
to
his
be
face.
seeing like that the other woman is your old best friend. I get the twist on like not being on Shelby's side. I understand that. We've talked all about that.
Right.
But looking from Shelby's perspective, like Alex has been gone out of the picture. I'm married to this man. Like I'm devoting my life to this person, and now I'm literally having to watch you have goo eyes over the other
Yeah.
woman
Yeah.
that I thought was gone. No. And in the
mean-
doorway.
That might have been the first time that I slightly feel bad for Shelby.
I mean, it's
I'm just
you
saying.
just can't stop what's meant to be, honestly. That's how I feel.
Yeah. And
Really?
I mean, that's why she cut it off. She was like, thank you, I'll call you or I'll text you or whatever.
Kiss
She
him on
closed
the
door.
cheek.
Yeah.
But did we see that rock though that they kind of showed? I mean,
Yeah.
Ryan did not get Alex that rock.
No.
No.
And I'm so glad he wasn't there when that happened to Alex. He would have lost his mind.
Oh, he would have literally gone berserk. He would have
People
had
gave her
divorce
mouth to
papers
mouth.
at that point. Shelby would have been like, done, served. Alex, are you okay?
Yeah.
Like,
Oh my gosh.
but in reality, like he would have lost his mind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which wait, where was he though?
Where was he at that point?
Ooh, where
Because
was
he
he
wasn't
at
at
that
the
point?
jail anymore.
Maybe he was in the van, getting rid of the body.
If
'Cause
he
he
was in,
drove it,
if he
right?
was in the van.
Oh, no, this was after the fact, right?
Okay,
Yeah.
so all of them except for Ryan were in that truck.
That's true.
Where were you, Ryan?
Was he in the jail getting McQuigg at that point?
Possibly.
Could those scenarios have happened simultaneously?
Possibly. Okay.
Because that's the only reason why. Because if she was undercover, he would have been like a bat out of hell.
Oh, man.
I mean, the team obviously cares for her. We all
Of
do.
course
She's
we
our
all do.
protagonist. You saw the way everyone in the van was like, ugh. Harry ran out. They all cared
Oh,
for
I
her
love
life.
Harry. And to see someone love over someone like that, like when you literally are like at the end and she spits it up, he's like, breathe. Oh my God. Oh my
Yeah.
God. This is my person. Breathe,
Yeah.
please.
Super
It was
cute.
so, I love Harry.
Harry had some good and some funny
He had some
moments this
interesting
episode.
scenes.
Oh, my gosh.
Can we talk about the whole assassination attempt? That was some comedic relief as well as tension.
It was.
Yes.
That was, out of all of this episode, that was the best executed like thing that was believable.
Yes.
But the whole situation with the chairs and the flipping, like who would have ever thought of that?
Who would have ever thought of using the dead body for your passenger to be in the HOV lane?
And
That's what I want to
And
know.
also, why was no one watching Alex out of that other team watch her assassinate the guy to make sure that it was accurate one? Because you got the South Koreans standing up there, no one's freaking out.
Yeah.
Like that's another red flag if we're playing it real. Like, why were the North Koreans not, or was it South Korean? North Koreans. Why were they not freaking out on the news or anything that this person
Right.
was assassinated?
Yeah.
Yeah, we didn't see the aftermath of it, and like
They should have known that there was a wire from the get-go. Like,
yeah, it just that also led to sorry, why I didn't take it as seriously because it was such a big deal to kill this guy, but then we didn't see anything after the fact of who that could have
Right.
benefited, or like we just saw
No.
her potentially walking into a payday with that conversation, but that's it. The
and we also
Koreans were
see
there
him get
to
away.
nothing.
Like, is
Yeah.
he going to stay a plot line? Can we please get a solid plot line in here
Yeah.
that is consistent?
And after he was so-called assassinated, what happened?
That's what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah.
the news didn't report on it. Like, if I was the guy that ended up, like, if I was David and saw all of this, there would be a red flag immediately. Why is it not on the news that this main person is assassinated? Why weren't those people in the windows that I saw because I was watching you assassinate him because that's my
Right.
job?
Yeah.
Why weren't they freaking out? Why were they watching all this happen?
Yeah.
Even though honestly, we gotta,
FBI 101.
even the team though, like Owen was technically playing a police officer directing traffic, and he just turned around after it was done. Like
Yeah.
there was no panic. Alex just took a gun and kind of walked away. I'm like, this is New York City. Like there would be
There was
SWAT
no
teams,
silencer
there
on
was
it either.
nothing-
Yeah.
Yeah, like it was just like, okay, that happened. Cool, because the characters pull it off, and it was a cool moment, like we said, with
Right.
how they did it. But then again, the realistic factor there was like, all right, and then the next day she could just walk into another meeting.
It's all good.
When she was a possible threat for the Grand Central bombing, her ass could not walk outside anywhere.
Right,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
So it's like, and you're a high profile person. Everyone knows who you are. I couldn't believe that she could just casually sniper somebody and walk away.
No, I agree.
gosh,
but I
it's
did
true.
like Harry's one-liner where he's like, "Welcome to America."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Welcome. How do I do the British accent? Welcome to America.
not-
Welcome
not-
to America.
There you go.
Is it?
That was good.
Sort of.
It's
I already,
do it?
I already know mine's gonna be messed up, so I'm not even gonna.
I can try for the rest of the episode if that makes you feel better.
Oh, I like
Oh, I
that.
like
We'll just keep
that.
going. We'll just keep talking in British
Alright.
accent. How's it going?
It's going well. You know what's not going well though?
What?
Owen and Jocelyn. I'm not a fan of the way they keep trying to bring that back.
I don't either, especially with the conversation between them and him going, "Excuse me."
Yeah.
That was a little forced. I can't keep going with it.
A little. I know. That was
Yours
great.
wasn't bad.
Hey, are you saying mine was bad?
Candace is like- Shade. Oh my god.
I'm sorry.
Oh.
No. No. It was believable. It was more believable than
It's a good
Owen
girl.
and
It's a
Jocelyn's.
good.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You know what?
Sorry.
I mean,
Thanks for the
Owen
shade,
is
girl.
a little chocolate daddy. We know, but like, come on. How was this like? I couldn't finish what I was saying.
Oh my gosh.
So
Ladies,
sorry.
ladies,
Trying to
So
ladies.
sorry, everyone.
We'll keep it together.
Focus, focus. But Jocelyn wasn't hitting on him at all. She was not. And then he was like trying to play it all like sly, excuse me. And she's like, Frank, literally, like
Oh,
we just
God.
dealt with this. Why are you even making this conversation awkward?
But then later she was so quick to console him after a bad day. So
Right.
are they trying to set it up for us to think like he's thinking
don't
the wrong
think-
thing?
I don't think
or
Jocelyn's
that
in
she's
it.
trying to hide that she likes him.
I don't think she likes
I
him.
don't know. I just.
Ashley's like, no.
Guys, I
for
mean,
it.
I don't know. With the whole Jocelyn and Owen thing, I just can't.
I can't either.
I think it's way too forced. We've got enough relationships in here. What about Harry?
He needs a boo.
He needs a
does
boo
need a
thing.
boo.
He just honestly, he was such a crucial character last season, like so crucial, like
Yeah.
right hand man to Alex, and like his in and outs of his character development and emotional stamina with all the different situations he was put into. I think he just has so much more room to do stuff in this season, and they're not exercising that as much as they need to
Yeah.
with him.
Yeah.
I think him as a character, not only is he like comedic relief because he has the best one-liners, like he is, there's so much depth to him and skill, and he plays it so well and so believably out of everybody.
Yeah.
I don't know why they're not doing more with him. That's
Yeah.
what's bothered me the last few episodes. Like he's been more of like an assistant. Oh, let me grab the suitcase.
Yeah.
Let me like get the guy to flip backwards. Like he's been an accessory more than like an actual asset.
That's
I
such a
agree.
good point.
Yeah.
And I feel like he gets the best out of anyone that he's in a scene
Yes.
with. Like he literally can just turn the whole scene around. So I think he needs some more screen time, some more love for
Yeah.
Harry. Since we're on that note about just kind of who's left, are you guys cool with the characters that we are left with? We kind of talked about
Yes.
it last week when Deep was gone. We're just down
Yeah.
to Alex, Ryan, Shelby, McQuigg,
I think that's
Harry,
enough.
Yeah.
Owen, Jocelyn.
I think that's what we've been pretty much saying. Like,
Yeah,
all
the last
season.
two that they just really weren't that involved. I don't
Yeah.
think, and I think they were just kind of like floaters that were necessary to be let loose.
Yeah.
So I only asked that because we want Harry to have somebody, but if we were to realistically introduce a new character right now, would it be someone temporary?
Maybe it's not even a
Like-
relationship that I want because we've already got so many like floaters of relationships. I just want to see him be more like even develop the topics of his previous relationships.
Right.
Because they've brought him up so many little times with Easter eggs, but never
Yeah.
developed it enough.
Yeah,
We just want him to have a moment.
He needs
with
some
someone.
moments.
agreed.
Yeah.
Well, guys, I think it's our moment to bust into our special segment, which you guys already know about because you tune in every week and know that we do lips and leather. But this week, we have a couple of different lipsticks, and we're going to actually swatch it this week because
exciting.
we're all different shades, guys, which I love. I love that we're all different shades. So, what color do you have, my dear?
Oh my god, I feel awful because the color has been scratched off. It's been tossed around my bag. This is a great shade from Kiko Cosmetics.
Okay.
They're a very small brand, but great quality. Sorry, no, we're kind of far away if you can see. It's a nice It's on my lips. It's
Wait,
like
I
a
want to see.
nude.
Let me see what it looks like on me.
Wait, I love the
has
way
like
it
a
pops
Because you
out
have
like
like
that.
a very pretty nude right now, but if I put it on,
Look at that.
That would look beautiful on you.
oh, it would look
It's
very
like a
pretty, but it's a
rustic-
different color completely.
Absolutely.
Isn't that
For sure.
crazy?
Yeah,
More
wow.
brownish.
Yeah. Here, what's it look like on you?
For anyone who's tuning in right now, this lips and leather segment was kind of birthed from our lovely Priyanka Chopra and the way that
Yes.
she rocks such gorgeous colors on her lips every week. And we were really inspired by that because she's such a strong female character who
Yes,
just
ma'am.
slaying the game. And we all love makeup and beauty. We're beauty junkies. So
Clearly.
All right, people.
Yeah.
So
Ashley,
I
what you
am
got?
wearing Marc Jacobs.
Oh, fancy.
fancy.
Excuse me. Oh.
And I'm wearing mahogany. So, normally I don't splurge on lipsticks, but I have been looking for a really good nudish brown and not matte, but not shiny. And so when I found this one, I was like, I got to spend the $32 on it. And when I tell you this has been worth the money, Marc Jacobs mahogany.
Wait, I didn't get to see the Christine's color on you.
Oh, it's kind of like pinkish.
Pinkier. But why is it not pinky on you?
I feel like it does look pink on me though.
Ish. Maybe my eyesight's horrible.
Because like I have a little
Slightly.
pink in my shirt. And I
It looks
wanted
more
to,
like, I feel like it looks very like, it's got a nice rose tint, but it's still like
It's still
almost
brownish.
your coloring.
Yeah.
my lips are very pink naturally. Maybe
Okay.
that's why, but I
Yeah,
love
that is
this
not
color.
nude on me.
No.
This is brown. It's like a mocha.
Yeah, it's mahogany. It's kind of chocolatey.
I'm so
There
glad
you
you
go,
called
that's
out
you.
the price point. If I remember correctly, this one was $7.
Yeah,
Mine is 7.
This one is a splurge.
This one, I have a mix right now because I just did the Glow after show earlier. So with that being said, I did get to go to the Glow premiere this week and they gave us some amazing lipsticks. So shout out to Netflix and Glow and Glow Girl. They did a collaboration. So shout out to them. This one, it's so cool because they did names that have to do with like the show. And like
cute.
very 80s-esque. So this one's like Stuck on Stupid. It's very bright pink. It's not as bright as the other one. There is a brighter one. I have more of a neon.
That one is super
Look
bright
at the
though.
packaging.
So I
like
did that.
Ooh, that's
The
fun.
the packaging is amazing. It's like looks like a little like gold bullet. That one was free for me. I don't know how much it is if you actually look it up. And then this one's 7. This one I wore last week, so it's over top of it. And this one is Almond Rose 565 matte Maybelline. And this one is like more of my like rose
Yeah.
color. That's like a dusty rose for me.
Guys, which one of these shades you think we could see our girl Priyanka rocking?
Honestly, I feel
Or
like
Alex rather.
I feel like Alex could totally rock yours. I feel
first
like
one?
yours is very much her.
I agree.
Because you guys are very similar in skin tone. I feel like she's a mix between the two of us.
Yeah.
Ish.
Yeah.
She's got a little bit more red undertone to her.
For
sure.
But I feel like she's got more of like, you got the luscious lips, my dear.
Thank you, Lyle.
Christine's got some luscious lips.
It does.
Yes.
Dope. I love this.
I love this segment so much. I hope you guys like it too.
Yes.
We're really like trying to delve into it even more, and we may have some exciting news for you guys in the future. But it's just a fun little spin-off of the lovely Priyanka, who also, if you guys didn't catch it, this isn't really a news, but it's more like a gossip real quick. And we don't have footage of it because Instagram goes away 24 hours.
Yeah.
Can't save it. She's got it to where you can't keep it. But Mr. Nick Jonas was in India this week. And they went to a wedding. And he went to go meet mama and brother. And
that's a big
they were
deal.
on the beach together. And she says, my 2 favorite men. Like, I'm sorry, they just literally came out as a couple.
Today on her Instagram.
There's more?
Yes.
Today, hold on,
was
I'm checking
in
now.
Concert, and I know we have
Stop
to
it.
like wrap this up.
Stop
he was
it.
in concert, and on her page, she put him with heart eyes.
Where is this on her Instagram
On
story?
her
I'm looking
Insta
on her
story
on her Insta
today.
story. And no,
Breaking news.
It's not. It's gone
It's
now.
gone?
It's gone.
Oh my gosh!
Oh
it was
my
just
gosh.
there.
Wait, Nick. Oh, she probably took it off. Oh my gosh. Guys, wait, he has an Insta story. Let's see. We're breaking news right now. Oh, he just has a picture of himself.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, it's 23 hours ago, girl. That was not breaking news. That was 23 hours ago. You late.
Crap.
Man, I just
Well, I
gotta
saw it.
say.
But he
And
was
it's
in
this.
Brazil now. They went from India to Brazil. Because that makes sense globally.
Yeah.
I mean, when you got money.
I mean, and she's flying in those. I looked up how much those airline tickets cost on the airline she takes.
yeah.
It's a lot. It's in the thousands one way.
goodness.
One way. And she flies with them regularly. Now, whether or not I don't know, but these are just speculations, guys. Again, but the news and gossip for you. Breaking news that we can't have evidence of. Thank you, Ashley.
Well, Nick has always been my favorite Jonas.
Yes.
Growing up for a short time when they started getting popular, my sister, we're close in age, was obsessed with them.
Oh,
and
yes.
dragged me to all their concerts and made me a fan. And I was like, dang, like I always had eyes for Nick. So Priyanka, you go.
Well,
first.
Priyanka's got it. And
But
guys,
go girl.
she's glowing, she's going, all of it. But thank you guys so much for joining in for this week's episode. We're going on to episode 9 next week. So again, my name is Candice Cruz. You can find me on all my social media at Candice R. Cruz. And be sure to comment below and let us know what you think about this segment and this episode.
Yes, and you guys can find me, Ashley Allen, on all social media at Ashley Reed Allen, and we will make sure to provide all of the names for our lipsticks in the comment section.
Yes.
Absolutely. And you guys can find me all over social media at Christine B with 3 E's. Yeah.
Yeah, all the E's.
All the E's.
All the E's. And guys, don't forget, as I mentioned earlier, to go and check us out on iTunes. Be sure to give us a 5-star rating, comment, and let us know that the
Five-star
QUANTICO
chick. Ooh.
panel sent you there.
Hey.
Five-star
Happy
chick.
4th of July. Be
Hey.
safe. And we'll see you guys next week. Bye.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.